I decided I'm gonna do a hill version or hill workout today. So I'm gonna do a voiceover on what exactly I'm gonna do. But essentially every workout and movement I do, I'm gonna go to failure prior to engaging in my set reps. More details though in the commentary. I don't know, I've seen all these people do this stuff. I guess I'm about to do it too. Got some my C4 pre-workout. Strawberry margarita. Then I'll mix it, just swallow it. Crazy, crazy. I need some water though. Put a little water. Oh man. That wasn't bad. Know your motivation. Alright guys, showtime. See you in the gym. So we start off with chest press. Works your pecs, tris, and your anterior deltoids. So as you're doing this movement, just make sure that you hold your core tight, your shoulder blades. This is how I do it. My shoulder blades are driven back into the bench. And then throughout the whole motion, my mind is focusing on the muscle that I'm working, and I'm constantly flexing, constricting, or contracting the muscle throughout the motion. Next exercise, we had wide pull down. Once again, same concept. Pick a weight, go to fatigue, and then find a challenging weight and do ideally about 10 reps. So the idea is I'm trying to rip every effing muscle I have up. I want to rip my stuff. Same principle. You sit on the bench. Hold your core pretty tight. I like to alternate between left and right versus doing them both simultaneously. That way it just forces me to maintain my core as well as stretch out my lats a lot further. Then we go into the pectoral flies. That's more pec and deltoid work. I like to position the arms fully as far back as possible. Depending on the mobility of your shoulders, I like a full open chest when I am engaging or about to do this workout, so that when I go back further, I can go back as far as possible without relaxing the weight per se, but I keep the tension on my chest the whole time. Then we went into another back movement. I don't know if you guys catch the trend. I've been doing a push-pull style circuit. We go into this lateral row, same principle as the other row, or the pulls we were doing before for the back. I went alternating left right, held my core, and tried to fully get the most range of motion throughout that workout, throughout that movement. We then followed it up with bench press, and I was starting to get very fatigued at that moment. Then we have lat pulls. For lat pulls, I like to have like a pretty wide grip. That's me personally. Some people like to do shoulder width apart when you're doing front lat pulls. I do a wide grip. I try to arc my back just slightly, bring my blades back and hold them in a very stagnant position as I do the pulling motion. Try not to rock too much, but as fatigue kicks in, you'll see me rock forward and then reset myself and then pull. So use a little momentum. Follow it up with bicep curls. So I picked the lightweight. Did as I said before, do as many reps as you can with a reasonable size weight, and then you do your workings. We then followed it up with skull crushers. Same principle. Challenge yourself constantly. The idea is to challenge yourself, period. So you get the skull crushers, and I pushed the plates together, or the dumbbells together, and then I went into a close grip chest press. We then go into a hammer curl. And throughout every motion that I do, I always make sure that I'm squeezing my muscles as hard as possible. I also want to make sure that I am getting like a cardio workout. I followed it up with single arm tricep extensions. I then go into leg extensions, which is definitely a quad killer. One of my favorite ISO movements, I guess, as far as machines are concerned. And I mean, it's very challenging. I usually do it until I pretty much get the shakes, or I have to do the leg shakes. Then we followed up with leg curl. Leg curls want to engage my hamstrings, get your glutes, your butt So the idea is you want to, I hit the pad on my butt. I try my hardest to pull the pad all the way up to my butt as I'm pulling it with my legs. Then I decided to get a little creative, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'll do like compound heavy lifting movements for my last workout. So I did squats, then I did straight leg deadlifts, then I did overhead press, followed by just normal deadlifts, and my body just couldn't handle it. I did one set or one round, and I was just pooped. But that's okay, because I finished. I recommend anybody starting lifting for the first time to use machines. It's usually pretty safe. It's very hard to it's hard to hurt yourself unless you're just like trying ridiculous amount of weight, but it's good for learning and teaching yourself like how to do the motions and just getting your body accustomed to some of the movements you do prior to you engaging in free weights, unless you have somebody who can properly teach you. I mean, if you have instruction, boom, hey, go right. Free weights are the best thing in my opinion, but for, you know, quick circuit style workouts, first time going, you can push yourself really hard and don't have to worry so much about injuring yourself if you use machines. And on top of that, they have pictures, so you get to see what particular muscle group you're working. They tell you in the description how you're supposed to do the motion, what it's supposed to look like, and it's good for you, just so you're empowering yourself, so you know what you're doing.
I'm disappointed. It's okay. It's a process. It's gonna go harder next week. Alright guys, so coming to a conclusion with this episode. Oh crap. We're on episode 4.
Has connected your phone and
oh man! I got 4 YouTube videos. That's exciting. I'm exhausted. I decided to do my own workout today. And I ain't gonna lie, it's disappointing sometimes when you know that you have the potential to do so much more. But you know, that's what happens. That's part of life, right? You fall off the wagon and then you gotta start pedaling again to get back on it, or start running towards it to get back on it. So anyway, I'm happy. This gets exciting, more and more exciting by the minute. It's like I just finished watching Christian Guzman and company, and their performance at a NPC competition in Texas. I forget the particular name, and it was just motivating seeing this guy and everything he's done in such a honestly short period of time. It's interesting that if you can get anything, if you made it to this point, I know you're ready for a change. But if you get anything from what I tell you guys, this is you have to have this in the back of your mind. You have to understand that whatever you're trying to do is a process, and it's like you should try your best not to, you want to envision where you want to be, right? And after you plan out and, start making the incremental changes to get where you want to go, you want to kind of let your subconscious absorb that image, and then you just want to focus on the day-to-day, because it's weird. So I watched the transformation of these guys. Literally in 4 months, they complete shredded their bodies. They went through some extreme stuff, but the willpower, the mindset, it's very interesting. So it seems like a long way to go to get to your goal, but at the same time, when you get to that goal and you look back to what it took, yeah, it'll be hard, but it'll be like a blink of an eye. Think back to how long the time's been since I graduated school, how long I've been working in my career, and just how fast high school went by. It's like, it's quick. Life is very quick, and you should do your best to live in the moment. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Episode 4. I'm blabbing a little too much. Y'all don't know how pumped I am. I feel good. I feel good. So,
I'll see you guys on episode 5. Unbelievable. Episode 5, guys. You can't see my shirt. I'm wearing all black, but I'm drenched. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, comment, question, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed and lovely day. Oh, forgot. And remember, it's not how you start, but how you finish.